Well, great news today here at the club, especially for the Wimbledon Academy. Jeremy Sauer, Academy Manager, tell us what's been going on.
Yeah, Chris, we've been here for the last hour with TOC in the under-18s and Alfie Egan in the under-18s, and they've both today signed their first professional contracts. So we've been in with Eric and with Neil as well. We've done some photos. They've been signing their lives away and signing all their contracts. So both boys are now rewarded for all their hard work. They've both had fantastic seasons, and well, we're dead proud of them really. And obviously before the game on Tuesday, it's a good thing and another good vibe that's out there for the academy, you know.
What kinds of examples does this set to other players, particularly where they've come from? He's just come from college football. What does that say?
Yeah, it's two really different stories really. Alfie's been with us since he was about 14 years old, and has come through the system a little bit more with us, so we're obviously dead proud of him. But T's only been with us for a year, like you said, and he came through a connection, a coaching company called 10 Coaching that we work with, and a couple other boys are from there as well, and like you said, he's never played academy football, which is absolutely extraordinary in this day and age. That doesn't happen at all. So in terms of us and the bigger picture of recruiting and trying to find more TOCs, it's a really good example to set, and obviously players that are out there that are applying for trials or trying to get themselves into a professional setup, it's another case study where they've got something to aim towards really. And obviously you've heard stories about Jamie Vardy and those sort of people higher up that have come from non-league, similar sort of comparisons, because it really is rare for an under 18 to have not played academy football and get given a professional contract. That's very, very rare. So we're dead proud of him. He's worked really hard. He came to us very, very raw, and we weren't sure, but he's been such a good learner that he's taken bits on and bits on. He's still got loads more work to do, but he's ready for under 21s football next season easily.
That's brilliant to hear. But on the other side of the coin, you are very keen to progress players right through the levels, maintaining the club ethos from the past. What does this kind of day say about the progress that's been made as a whole for the academy? Yeah,
I mean, there's been a lot made of this Tuesday coming and all the sort of, all the achievements really, I suppose, that we've made as an academy. So again, this is just another little milestone where we're offering pro contracts earlier than we normally would. The club are being more proactive about trying to do that and secure the talent earlier. They're recognising the talent a little bit earlier now as well. So in terms of all of that, there's more recognition for everything that we're doing. Alfie, like I said, has been with us for a lot longer. We've got boys in the under-18s who we don't think are far off of pro contracts, who've been with us since 8 and 9 years old. So there's a variety of ways of doing it, and what I'm quite proud of, I suppose, is that whichever way they come in, whether it's been for a year or 10 years, like a few of them have, they're in a really good environment here, and they're at a club that will give them the opportunity, and that's the opportunity that Mark does. Mark creates an unbelievable environment for these boys to learn in. The club itself, its whole ethos is around producing its own players and punching above its weight, and everyone buys into it. It's got a real identity that I'm really proud of. So there's a culture there that any aspiring young footballer who's a good learner and has got some tools in his locker, that we can help him get there, and I think we're rare in that respect, because a lot of academy footballers, they don't have that identity, and it's frustrating really, and I think that's something that's missing, and I think that's something that's going to reinvent itself a little bit more later down the line. I think clubs are going to start realising they've missed a trick with it, but we've always had that identity because it's such a strong part of our club,
Adding to the feel-good factor today, a letter from American John Green, who's a big backer of the club. First of all, how do you express your gratitude for that? And it's great that he's taking an interest.
And it came out of the blue, and today I've just logged onto the website and it's been on there. So it's quite surreal actually. And then also today we had the draw for the semi-final of the FA Youth Cup, which is obviously a couple of rounds away, but our name's in there. So all those sort of things are quite surreal, and they're new experiences. With John Green, obviously, it has been overwhelming, the club support, and obviously he's a big part of the club's support commercially and publicly as a profile. So to have that sort of stuff and to be recognised, and obviously his son talking about singing Will Mannion songs and all the rest of it, it's extraordinary. So it just shows you how far the media, the good vibe, the publicity, this little story that we've got going on has spread out and about, and so really big thanks to him. I think on Sunday the boys are going to try and return their gratitude a little bit to John, so we'll see what happens on Sunday on social media. But we're dead proud, and obviously we're trying to make sure that we've got our full focus for Tuesday. That's really important, isn't it? Because we don't want to just get carried away and pat ourselves on the back too much. We're trying to make sure the boys are ready for Tuesday. So even, today with the 2 boys signing, we've then got to manage the other boys in the group as well and make sure they're motivated and know exactly where they stand, what their pathway is, what their targets are. So it's a bigger picture, and we're trying to make sure that on Tuesday night we're as competitive as we can be,
Brilliant, and a great day for the academy. Great to hear from you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Chris.